Okay. Ginny, your turn. You want to pop on?
I'm working on week 4 now. I'm on the self-love one. Yeah.
Yay.
I got stuck on procrastination. no, no, actually, that was really helpful. Everything's been really helpful right at the time that I need it. So
That is the whole point of the Light Action Academy.
yes, good job.
I do.
But I've done some decluttering. I've did the one thing that I picked to do on my apocalypse. I scheduled that, and
the cruise?
yeah, well, it's just a week in the woods, in a cabin in the woods, kind of.
What woods, if I may ask?
So up north in Minnesota, like it's really pretty in September, and so we're gonna take a week off and go up north and have a romantic week, 7 days.
I would love if you're down, just because I'm trying to plan something out, maybe Minnesota, but I'm thinking Colorado for me and my hubby for New Year's. So if you can send me information of what you looked for, that may help me, because I've never really booked like a full trip myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this as a little surprise for him, so I can't be like, honey, where do you want to go?
Well, the fun thing is for me, in my situation, I didn't know if he was really that into the idea. And then when we both started looking for places and both got involved in it, it became really fun. And now we're really excited about it.
Oh, okay. That's so awesome. See, notice how, like, even though we have one specific idea that you're focusing on, all these other cute little ones pop on, right? Good stuff. I love it. I love it. Okay. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I'd really like the inner coach and the inner critic. First, I'm like, I don't want to draw this, but I did.
Thank you for doing
and
that.
I like them now. I like they're cute.
Did you put the? Did you put them up?
Did
you put the inner critic up?
I didn't on Facebook, or in my face, in my face, yeah. Like just right here. Yeah. No, I didn't. I have to get that out. It's in my notebook.
Yeah. The inner critic and the inner coach. For those that don't know, I'm also like a CIJ coach, which Ginny, I think you knew. And I used to be the voice of wisdom and the voice of judgment. And then I read Choose Wonder Over Worry. And that book had me thinking. And I was like, this is exactly what I want to teach to people. And she said it in such an easy way. So I kind of like mixed the two together and created my own little version of it. And I noticed that Playing Big, I created inner coach and inner critic before I read Playing Big. And then I read Playing Big and I was like, what is happening right now? So it cracks me up, but it works, because no matter, every time I check a really good book that people recommend to me, it'll mention something about the monkey mind or the inner critic or the voice of judgment. And I'm like, okay, I'm on track here. Right. And it's true. Yeah. You need to know that your inner critic is going to pop up with your ideas, that everything's okay. Right. Especially, you're not here yet. I think this is week 5, if I remember correctly, but I don't know, depending on the moon cycle or your menstrual cycle, normally around the waning moon or pre-menstruation, depending on which one you're following, your inner critic will pop out more. And if you're synced with the moon, then expect the inner critic to pop out even more, right? Especially the closer that you're, let's say if you have a deadline, right? I know Rachel goes through this sometimes, and I love it when she goes, when Rachel talks about, I have a deadline for 400 words, for example, and she hits 390 and she's like, right? And then her inner critic goes off as an example. So, and I love seeing that, because that means that you're moving forward and that you're hitting your uncomfortable zone, right? And as long as it's fear with excitement versus fear with doubt, you're moving forward correctly. So super awesome.
Yeah, I just have to say, Rachel, you're rocking and rolling.
Yes, she is. Love it. Hey. She's doing amazing. I'm super proud of her. And notice though that she's the number 1 person that's like commenting continuously in the Facebook group. So
I'm going to start doing that more.
Yes, thank you, Jenny. Ariane, feel free, since you're on week 1, you'll motivate people to move forward too. Please and thank you. All right, perfect. Do you have any questions for me from where you are? Because that also means you're in market research time.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just feel like the only question I guess I have is, do I just have to keep using my strategies when this is dumb. I'm answering my own question. I get on a roll, and then something will happen in life that throws me off where I have to like pull back, and I'm afraid to go because I'm afraid it's going to keep happening. You know, of course it's going to happen, but I feel like it's hard for me to get going again, I guess, is my thing. But the procrastination one really did help because I did that yesterday. And there's just so many strategies. And all I have to do is pull that out maybe and just pick something, you know, to do or something. I did pick some favorites. So maybe that will just be enough.
Can I give you some more tools to add to your toolkit? So that happens to me all the time. And especially because I work from home. So sometimes it's really hard to like wake up and be like, oh, I have to do work. Like sometimes I wake up and I play Kingdom Hearts. Right now I'm on Monster University World and I'm really excited about it, right? So I want to wake up and sometimes I just want to do that. And I know I have a call to get onto or whatever, right? I was going to do the call today at 12 and then I was playing Kingdom Hearts. So I skipped it and put 6 p.m. Even like, and we have our moments. And then I also have these little Post-it notes and I have alarms throughout the day that reminds me. Remember we talked about be here now alarms? I'll have work alarms, right? Like, why aren't you working alarms? Just to make sure that I'm on point. And I also have Post-it notes that say, just do it. I have Post-it notes around my house. So if I use the bathroom and I look up, I'm like, oh, fine, I'll do it. I'll do the work, you know, just little things to remind you. And it helps your future self not mess up, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know, I think I put this example somewhere and probably in the GPS method that's coming up for you, the strategy method. So you already saw it. And I talk about how whenever I go to Latin America, which is one of my favorite restaurants, they bring amazing bread to the table and bread hurts me in the long run, right? I'll get acne, I'll start getting a bunch of stuff. So now whenever it happens and I really want to bite, I'll grab the salt and pepper and I'll just like, look away. And all the salt and pepper will drop on it. I'm not going to want to pick that up afterwards, right? I'm not going to want to get the bread and be like, please let me save you. Like, let me take off the salt and pepper. When you kind of like mess up your future self, that's it. Like you have to get to work, right? And I recently been listening to Tony Robbins. I'm a huge fan. I met my hubby through Life and Wealth Mastery. And he talks about like learning how to get in state in specific times. So Post-it notes, working at a specific spot. Like maybe, I think you're at a desk right now. So only doing X amount of work when you're at the desk, like specific work, not just, you know, playing, I don't know, a little bricks game or whatever. I forgot what that game is called. Tetris. Tetris every time you sit down. Making sure that when I sit down at my desk, it's only for work purposes. I will not play around, right? And also learning how to get in state. Maybe you listen to a specific song that gets you in state. Or maybe you do a specific move. I always have my Tony Robbins move for all my Tony Robbins fans that knows it, right? So pick a few things. And when you do them in a specific amount, kind of like a morning routine, right? It's a work routine. Then hopefully it'll just wake you up and you have to do it. Make sense?
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me know. I'm gonna give you a little soul work. Let me know in the Facebook group what you're gonna do before you get to work, kind of to like wake you up, right?
Okay.
And it's similar to if someone's read, I forgot what the book is called, but it's like making your bed every morning or something like that. The reason he explains why you need to make your bed every morning is so that you don't get lazy and stay in it. Now you wake up, you make your bed, and you have to start the day, right? It's the same thing. Anything else from you, Jenny?
No, thanks.
Okay. Also, week 4 is survey. So let me know. I know you have a Facebook group already, so you can put it on there. So let me know what survey questions you're thinking about. You can message me separately or put it in the Facebook group. So obviously Rachel already knows how to do a survey, so she can help you with me. And Angela's not working on her survey yet. Christina's working on her survey, and one other person is. I can't remember. So put it on there, and then we'll be able to respond, give you some advice on what we think may work or not. And then if you've seen Rachel's things, she's been putting like one post, and that's working out really well for her. She'll put one question like, anyone here a busy witch? A bunch of people will say, me, 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 me. And then they'll respond to that, and you send them a DM separately. Okay?
Makes sense.
So let me know how that goes for you. It's going to be awesome.
I will.
Now you're going to know what your class is about. Hey. All right,
Me
perfect.
too.
You're welcome. We'll talk soon. Definitely. Rachel Hun, your turn. How's it going?
Pretty good, you?
Good. Is your hair wet? This is the first time I see you with your hair wet at your new
Yeah.
house.
It's wet and crazy right now.
Are those all necklaces in the back?
Yeah, I have a bunch over
Oh
there.
my God, that's crazy. I was like, wait, I have like 3 necklaces to my name. I need to add to my pile. All right, give it to me. I know you are you in week 5 or week 6 now?
I think week 7.
Wow, look at you. Okay, perfect. So I haven't heard anything from you about week 5 or week 6. So how's it going for you? How'd you feel about like the alignment cycling? Because those are my favorites. How'd it go?
Oh, well, I'm on birth controls. I have every 3 months.
Okay, yeah,
So
we talked about
the
this.
cycle's a little off.
Well, for you, I'd put you in the same thing that I would do for like menopause girls, which is focus on the new moon and then just go from there throughout those. Because even though if you're not having, when I was on birth control, I remember I used to be like in ovulation mode a lot because you don't have the follicular phase, you don't have the pre-ovulation phase as much. It's kind of like you just get your menstrual cycle when you do, and then the rest is like regular. And sometimes, some days you may feel depressed depending on what you're eating or whatever. So just pretend like you're getting it anyways. And it keeps you, because I know you're one of the girls that I know that like needs self-love time. So even if you're not getting your menstrual cycle time, your menstruation time, still take some time off and to give yourself some self-love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'd recommend to you. And then what helped me is if you ever decide to get off birth control at some point, then you'll probably get off without as many hormonal issues because you already know the cycle. Other people will get off and like, what's happening to me for like a year.
Yeah.
Make sense? And I know you know your moon cycles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Following those.
Did you see the body stuff about like the body temple and all that jazz?
I haven't looked through it yet.
Okay. I'd recommend it. I love that one. I have my hubby pop up on that one, and he's like Health Coach 101. He's really good. So you did the market research already, and you already got the name of your book. I see you're writing words. Now you have an outline. Any other questions for me, or do you want to? I know we said that we were going to kind of evolve the survey for you so you can keep moving forward.
Yeah, I got some more responses to the survey, so I need to go through it again
You're
and
amazing.
compare when we had it together versus now. I'll have to look at the video because I didn't take like a screenshot or anything, so I don't remember what it used to look like.
Which reminds me, Jenny, just a heads up, since you're at the survey part, Rachel and I, we did last one. It was just her and I, and it was perfect because we ended up going through her survey like to the T and what to do afterwards, like with the feedback and everything. So super helpful. Okay, perfect. And then week 7 is about breakthrough. What was your breakthrough when you first started in week 1?
I don't have my notebook with me, unfortunately, so I don't remember.
From the top of your head?
Not really.
Okay. I think it was like you were going to do 400 words per day is what we talked about. I forgot what your breakthrough was. I think it was like halfway through the book. You wanted to write
Yeah, I
halfway.
think that was what it was, halfway.
Yeah?
And I have maybe like a couple pages.
You have a couple pages?
Yeah.
At least you got the outline. Okay. Well, either way, you know that you get to stay in the Aligned Action Academy group. So I'd recommend for you to create a new deadline for yourself, like figuring out 400 words. We said 30,000 is normally a book. So we want to go for 15,000 divided by, 15,000 divided by 400 is 37 days, around there. So maybe you want to give yourself 40 days or something so that you can write half the book and then put that as like your deadline for yourself.
40 days, okay.
So like around, my math is going to be a little off, but like around August 19, Maybe we can put it until the next like full moon or something. Oh, perfect. Full moon is August 15th. You want to make that the goal for half your book?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, perfect. So August 15th, do me a favor and share at least a piece of the book of what you've gotten so far. Even if it's like it's going to be the first draft, and that's okay. But this is first draft material. And then after you finish writing your book, then we'll work on the second draft and do the whole thing. Make sense?
Okay.
And then we'll move forward and get you a publisher and do the whole thing. Hey. Or self-publish. All right. Do you have any last questions for me?
No, not right now.
Okay. Cool. I know you're on point. You're always asking me questions. All right. Angela, your turn, hun.
Okay, so we did we set up my survey last week and I posted and got some responses, but that's all. I didn't do anything last week really. So besides so I wasn't really so I have to this week I'm gonna respond to some of the people that responded to my post and ask them to do my survey. So
okay. So you haven't no one has done your survey yet?
No.
Okay. I know that I had put in the Online Action Academy thing, I had put an example of what to write to like DM people. Like, hey, can you take my survey? I think Rachel also put that on the Facebook group as well, so you can see her version of it.
Okay.
Create something like that and then send it to me as a Facebook message, or you can add it to the Facebook group so that people can see it. And then it's a lot easier to copy paste that. And of course, give your own little flair to it. So that like for each person, so it's not like like really copy paste, but at least you have an outline that doesn't scare you. Okay. And then did you share your 3 stories yet? As a total extra note. Oh my God, Angela. Mom, now that you're here, you're next. Angela, I want her to be in the self-love club, and one of her homeworks with me is to share her story as a Facebook Live. Is she allowed to do that in the self-love club? Yes.
What is that, a Facebook group?
It's a Facebook group, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Was that the one that you told me to add?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I did, and I hadn't been accepted.
Mom. Yeah, so you're pretty good at accepting people, so you may want to double check.
Okay.
But if anything, Mom, contact Angela, please, for me. Or Angela, contact Mom.
Okay.
Marlou. I call her Mom because she's my mom, but it's Marlou. Yeah,
okay.
Definitely. Okay, cool. Do you have any other? Where are you, by the way? In what week are you?
I didn't start week 5 yet. Week 4 is the one with the self-love contract and all that, right? Okay, so that's what I'm on.
I don't remember right now.
With in the market research and stuff.
I'll tell you right now. Yes, week 4 has self-love, ideal clients, and taking in the market research.
Okay, so this week should actually be my 6th week, but last week was just I didn't do anything. So
life.
So this week I'm starting week 5, but I haven't started yet.
Okay, and week 5 is the GPS method. So I'm sorry, Jenny, I was off. Okay, and week 5 is strategy. So Jenny, I'd recommend that you like jump over to week 5 at some point. That'll probably help you a lot. There's time management skills in there. Ha ha ha. Okay, perfect. All right, Angela, you have any other questions? I think we have a call on Thursday. No, Tuesday. Tomorrow. Haha. Okay, cool. So we'll take care of that.
I'll do one of my posts before then.
Can you do me a favor? Yeah. Can you please respond to some of these people and see if you can get some service questions, and I'll show you what to do. Even if you get like three minimum, at least I can show you what to do with them, and then we can move forward before our next call. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Talk to you soon.
Yes.
Great. All right, Mom. Are you still on week 1? She's my mom, and she's been on week 1 for a while. Mom, are you stuck? Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you had your video on. You don't? Or is it stuck?
It's stuck.
Oh, okay. You're still beautiful. It's okay. What's going on? Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, but you're staying still. But it's a beautiful shot. It's not like you're like.
Okay. No, yeah. I haven't started. That's the truth. My computer is in blank, and I don't have a computer. So
What do you
I
mean?
I get to go to your house on Wednesday and work on it.
Okay, Wednesday.
Mhm.
Hold on, don't get off yet. I'm gonna give you a time to come by. Wednesday. Oh, look. Oh, I have a free day. You can come over whenever you want.
Oh, okay, cool.
That is so exciting. I haven't had a free day in a while. Hey. Okay, cool. So Wednesday. it is. All right. You're not even on week 1 yet. I swear to God. Okay, who is Rachel? Are you accountability partners with my mom? Right, Rachel? And Jenny, you're
I
accountability.
changed with someone else.
You're good. Okay, Jenny, were you partners with my mom? Okay,
Yeah.
Jenny, I need your help. No,
Not a very good accountability partner.
it's okay. But can you do me a favor and help me out with that? With really making sure that she's on point?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Angela, if you can check in on Pamela, which I know you're her accountability partner, that'd be great. And then Ariane, you don't have an accountability partner yet. So is anyone willing to be, I think everyone's taken. So is anyone willing to have a second accountability partner? Anyone been really good at this? No, no one. Okay. So Ariane, I'm going to put you on the Facebook group as like a little post and see who would be willing. I think I need to check where Varia is. Rachel, were you with Varia? Got it. Have you been keeping accountable with her? Okay, well, you're on point. So can I give you Ariane? Okay. Ariane, I'm going to connect you with Rachel after this then so that you guys can. Yeah, she's like, hey. Rachel's like super on point. You heard her. She's on week 7. She's doing freaking fantastic. So she can help you, even though she's in week 1. She can help you and guide you a little bit. She's like super on point. And then Rachel, you can go through the whole thing all over again. Okay. All right, perfect. So I'm going to do my regular thing where I take out the recording. And if anyone has any questions outside of the recording, you guys officially get to ask.